Yeah. Doc back again. Hear some loud background noise. I'm riding in the truck. Man, I was at work and a coworker said something that was really like eye-opening. I don't want to use the word disturbing. It wasn't disturbing. It was eye-opening. We as a world, we do what our environment allows us to do. So if you live in an environment and your environment is open to you doing something, you may feel comfortable doing it. Alright? But if you enter into another environment, you're going to assess the environment and determine what you're going to do. So she had made a statement about like making America great. And when she said it, her counter to making America great, she said, I don't want to be like the person, the bigot that made the statement popular, but he has a point in what he's saying. And she said, Michael, don't you want to make America great? And I said, hey, it depends what your definition of great is, because everybody got their own definition, so it's hard for me to really respond to that, you know. And I was just like, that's why I don't really get into, you know, I ain't gonna say politics, but I don't really get into what people think and believe, because it's all how you perceive something. And I'm not about to cooperate with somebody because they believe in something, because I agree with you. So when I hear make America great, I'm like, okay, like, you know, I live in America, I'm an American, I do what I gotta do, but I didn't get a choice. You know, I didn't get a choice to, like, you know, what kind of world you want to live in, where you want to live at. You know, I was literally, you know, Michael and Kim had a kid, named him Michael. I'm here, you know, I'm living my best life. I'm striving. I maxing out my time, my energy, being respectful. I feel like I'm doing all the positive things in life, but I'm not about to go on board with some nonsense I don't know about. So when she said to make America great, it just made me think about how, like, people use the N-word. And I'm not even going to say the N-word because, like, I feel like my listeners and the people that may listen to me, may not be part of the vocabulary. And for me, being honest, I use it sparingly. I really use it sparingly. I don't use it as much as I used to, but a lot of the music I listen to, I'm influenced by it. And no justification here, but my meaning of the N-word is like a freaking pronoun. But the pronoun is really used based on not using the name. It's not a category of people or type of person. It's a strong pronoun. And it's similar to the B word. You know, I don't call anybody an N word or a B word to their face. I never will. Because technically, if I'm talking about a particular person and you're right there, I must know your name to talk about you. Or I can point to you. Or I can give you attention. But if I don't know you, I may say, man, that N-word at the store, man, got me messed up. You know, something along the lines, or that B-word got me effed up. It's a strong emotion towards the pronoun I'm talking about. So, when I hear people say the N-word, it's awkward, because when they saying it, I'm like, why are you saying it? Who you talking about? Because that's what it comes down to. Because you're having a conversation about something, and you may be talking about it in general, you know. Because I know back in the day, we used it in a general sense. Like, everybody was an N-word. Because we called you an N-word. But I feel like as society has grown and expanded and definitely mixed in a lot, it definitely has a different meaning, because people from all race and diversity type backgrounds use the word. So when the word meaning change, it takes on a whole totally different thing, but the root is the same. And we have that in our vocabulary. You know, you look at vocabulary, it's a root word, a Greek word, things like that. So when I hear the N-word, I'm like, okay, cool. But I also feel like people can use the N-word to their advantage and have a negative, like a negative vibe with it. And for me, you can confront me on some, hey, you ain't nothing but an N-word. And it really doesn't bother me, because, like, I'm not represented by that word. And another thing, I'm not represented by my darn name either. I'm represented by who I perceive and portray myself to be. So if you talk about that person, I may confront you or not confront you. But honestly, I'm not going to be riled up, fueled up, full of tension because somebody called me the N-word or said the N-word. Because at the end of the day, it's a word that I can know the root of. And I give you another example. We tend to grow out of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Situational. When I was younger, 20, 25 years ago, and we used to sag our pants. You know, my favorite example, sagging our pants. Now, honestly, we sagged our pants for different reasons. Alright? Now, once I learned the root of why people sag their pants, it gave me a different perspective of sagging pants, but I didn't necessarily stop sagging my pants. I sagged my pants for a reason. And, you know, the reason was to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? When you're young and you're wearing clothes, you want to be comfortable when you're not buying your own clothes. But as you get older and start purchasing your own clothes, you start to get a better sense of the clothes that you're wearing and how you want your clothes to feel. You know? So that's where I come in with my saying of the type of clothes that I wear then compared to I wear now. Now, honestly, sagging is uncomfortable. You know, when I was younger and I was sag, it would feel comfortable. I would be maybe described as cool, or I guess, you know, either older, mature people call you corny, your old heads would be like, you know, make you feel weird when you say you're going to get busted in the booty, stuff of that nature, you know. And you're like, I ain't going to get busted in the booty, but why you want your pants sagging? That's what people in prison did. So just hearing things like that made you just view things that you was doing differently. So that ties into what I'm trying to say. Like, there's education that's needed, but sometimes the learning of things has a process, you know, and we can't be so focused on discrediting people and distancing ourselves from people because they don't agree with the education we're trying to teach them. Because honestly, if you understood all education, you would be considered perfect. So nobody's perfect. So that means we all need to be educated and we all need to educate. It all goes all hand in hand, all in one little cycle. So that's why I think moving forward, I'm going to take a more conscious effort to educating and put myself out there as a educator of beliefs, but the beliefs that I'm educating in, I really need to learn a little more about. I'm gonna have to go get me a book tomorrow. Go get me a book and just really dig deep into it, because I feel myself when I'm reading. But I don't like being forced to read. But that's part of me. Part of me is I grow being uncomfortable. But my uncomfortable feelings stem from me creating it. It's me creating the comfort and me creating the uncomfort. And the work comes from trying to get comfort. So I feel like that's a better way to guide and like be yourself and stuff. So, all right, peace out.